Now, one of the most common questions I get asked from teachers is, Brooks, how do I deal with irate parents? Parents who think I'm doing nothing about their kids' bullying problem. Now, this is so common. Teachers actually feel bullied by parents. Now, if you're a parent watching, please don't approach a teacher irate or judgmental or thinking, that you're going to attack them. You're going to catch them off guard, and most likely they're going to try to defend themselves, and it's going to escalate, and you're going to want to move schools or try to get them in trouble with their superiors. It's not going to go well. All right. You need to live by the golden rule and treat them the way you want to be treated. You need to calm down. And teachers, if you're listening, if you're watching, let me tell you how to start the conversation off. If they come at you, you empathize with them. Oh, I am so sorry. I know what you mean. I care about your child. I have his best interest in mind, just like you have his best interest in mind. And they may come back by saying, well, then why aren't you doing anything? Ask them this question. Say, can I ask you a question? How many kids do you have? They'll say, I have 3, maybe 2. They might say 2, maybe 6. I've met parents with lots of kids. Then you ask them this question. Wow, that's amazing. Have you figured out a way to stop the bickering and fighting amongst your children? Have you found the secret cure to sibling rivalry? They'll look at you with a blank stare and say, no. Then reinforce the question. You mean you haven't figured out a way to get these kids to get along in peace and harmony? And the parent will say no. Then you empathetically and compassionately say, then how do you expect me with 30 kids to create peace and harmony where there's no anger or no fighting or no backbiting when you can't even with 3 kids do it at home? I'm running into the same problem, but my situation is 10 times worse than yours. That will humble them. That will probably shut them up. And then you immediately follow up with this. Can I tell you what I've been thinking? See, I've been observing the situation with your child, and I know that if I can teach your child how to solve this problem, then they won't keep coming to me. They won't keep coming to you. They will be able to learn to solve it on their own. You see, I'm a teacher. I'm trained to teach kids how to solve their problems. I'm not trained to solve their, kids' problems for them. If I did all the math problems for your child, I would not be a good math teacher. I would be enabling your child to not know what math is. I'd be enabling their ignorance. But instead, I teach them how to solve the problem so that they can solve their math problems on their own. And frankly, I'm not just in the academic business, I'm also in the social training business. I mean, they're surrounded by 29 other kids. And this is a great opportunity not to do their social problems or solve their social problems for them, but to teach them how to solve their social problems on their own. And it just takes time. Life is messy. Social conflict is messy. I care about your child, and I am working on it. You think I'm doing nothing, but actually I'm being very wise and very intentional. I'm trying to equip your child with 2 simple techniques, and he's having a hard time understanding them. And frankly, parent, if you could join me in this effort to help your kid learn this social skill, and if we come at him at 2 angles, when he's at school, I'll deal with him, teaching him these 2 things. And when he's at home, you'll teach him these 2 things. Then we can be on the same page, and I think we could fix this problem in a week or 2. But if you join me, that would help me tremendously. Because when he's going home, you're giving him a different message than what I'm giving him. I'm just telling him 2 things. Don't get upset, because when you get upset, that kid wins and you lose. And you treat him with kindness and you don't get upset, he'll lose and he'll start to change how he treats you. It's basic psychology, it's basic reciprocity. And I have this great teaching from a handsome guy named Brooks Gibbs I think you need to watch. Man, I'm telling you, after you get that message and you hand him this teaching or training, that will really help you get on the same page. They will view you as an ally rather than an enemy if you treat them like an ally and not like an enemy. I hope that helps.